Today is the first day of the 64-car BeamNG Figure-8 tournament. Don't expect this to actually be finished. The car is racing. I've done the qualifying. This is genuinely qualifying. Yes, a Corvette qualified second, and Miramar fourth, which is surprising. So the cars are Gavril D Series, the Rust Bucket. This is a custom one made by me. Ibishu Corvette Pointless. Burnside Special Stunned. Ibishu Miramar Decrepit. Gavril Grand Marshal Miserable. Bruckle Legrand Atrocious. Gavril Barstow Awful. And Gavril MD60 Derby Bus. And there's this conveniently placed porta potty that I'm totally not sitting in to do this. Yeah. Anyways, let's get started. First, I'm going to start the AI, and then Alt-U. Yep, do Alt plus U to remove the UI. It's really helpful. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, every 2 laps, the race will finish. Okay, D-Series is in the lead. Grand Marshal is passing basically everybody. Oh, but the Burnside and the Corvette squish him. See what's going on. Uh-oh, the Miramar is flipped over. The bus has just started going. Might be the end for the bus. Here goes the Gavril for his first lap. Everyone's still on the first lap. Oh no, Barstow and the Miramar are stuck. These guys are still going strong. Bus might collide with someone. Never mind, he's going a little faster, so he's fine. Miramar and Barstow get unstuck, but they're still on the first lap. Might be the end for the Miramar. Barstow just screws up, and I think he might be out. Oh no. Okay, uh-oh, the D-Series spins out, gives the Burnside the lead. Corvette gets passed by the Legrand. Oh, look at that. That is intense. Okay, let's see. First finishing is currently probably going to be the Burnside Stunned. Here goes the special. It's a not very special car, even though it did get remastered recently. Definitely not as bland. Burnside Special in first place. Second, the Grand Marshal. Third is the Legrand. Fourth is the D-Series. Fifth is the Corvette. Sixth is the Bus. And seventh will be the Barstow. Which means that the Decrepit... Oh! Oh my god. Ouch. Didn't expect to see that. Wow. Anyways, eliminated will be the Ibishu Miramar Decrepit. Wow, horrendous performance. Got stuck to the wall because of the awful and is now eliminated. That is just sad. Before I start the second race, I have a few things to say that I forgot to say. This is very heavily inspired by the BeamNG Figure-8 series by Buster Bootlace. If you haven't checked it out, watch that instead of this because this sucks. I have low graphic settings instead of normal, and this has poor editing compared to what Buster Bootlace is doing. Like, his editing is really good. Go check his channel out. He's got the BeamNG Figure-8 playlist, but he hasn't really made new episodes in a long time, so this is kind of like a revival series, I guess, with the latest version instead of like 0.18 or whatever version they made the series in. So yeah, this is newer, so you can see like we got the Burnside remaster, the Legrand remaster, the Corvette remaster, MD series. This is way newer version. Anyways, let's start. 3, 2, 1. And out in the lead already is the Burnside. The D-Series is trying to catch up. Burnside staying in the lead. Look at the Grand Marshal go. MD Series flopping like usual. Look at that. Oh, and we have our first crash. It's a 3-car pileup between... Oh, no, 4-car pileup between the D-Series, Corvette, Legrand, and Barstow. Burnside still in the lead, surprising. Oh, okay, there goes the Grand Marshal. Here comes the MD Series, squishes the poor Corvette. Might have to be the first tiebreaker. Oh, now they're getting free. Okay, let's see. Completing his first lap is the Burnside, and closely followed by the Grand Marshal. Well, not closely, but still followed by him. Might be the end for my custom D Series. Oh, are we gonna have our first collision? And we do! Looks like that Grand Marshal's, well, almost out of commission. There goes the Burnside wrecking into the D Series. Burnside's still in first. D Series very far in last. Got lapped, actually. So, first advancing onto the second heat is the Burnside Special. Wait. Okay, there we go. Burnside is first. Second will be pretty far behind, but it's the Grand Marshal. Ignored the D Series. He's been lapped. Grand Marshal in second. Third, surprisingly, is the MD Series, very closely followed by the Barstow. Then we have the Corvette and Legrand, which means eliminated is the Rust Bucket D Series. My custom config, placing 7th. That's just sad. Here's one last look at that nice custom D Series. Oh yeah, here's the Legrand. I think they're gonna collide. Never mind. Alright. Goodbye, D Series. Time for the next heat. This is the third heat. The first two are still the same. The bus somehow qualified third. I thought this guy would honestly just be dead last since he had like a 44-second time in the qualifying and was like dead last when the first heat happened. Surprisingly, he's currently third. Starting up the AI, 3, 2, 1. Burnside takes an early lead. Poor Corvette gets blocked. Might be the end for that little hatchback. Look at the Grand Marshal go. This time he's passing the Burnside. Oh, but the Special does not want to lose at all. Wow, this is intense. These guys... Oh, the Barstow, what happened? Well, he's going to have to see some collision. Never mind, he didn't get hit. Look at that Burnside, very fast. Nice flyby, I guess. I don't know. I thought that was a wheel. That's the porta potty. Uh-oh, the bus is in last. This might be the end for the bus. 6th, not bad out of the 8 cars. Still beating a pickup truck and a compact car. I forgot to hide the UI. Sorry about that. Okay. These guys have started their second lap. This might be a collision. No, it won't. Okay. I don't know if these guys have done... Oh! The bus... I don't know if these guys have done... Oh! And the Legrand have collided. Legrand still works. Corvette almost hits the Legrand. Wow, bad luck for that atrocious car. Well, hey, you get the joke because his name is atrocious. Okay, we have Burnside in first again. Grand Marshal in second again. And it's going to be close, I guess, that Legrand's catching up, but the Corvette, third. Legrand, fourth. And Barstow, fifth. Which means the school bus is eliminated. Goodbye, MD60 school bus. Here's one last look at that old bus. He did pretty good for, well, what he is. He's a literal school bus. Anyways, time for the next heat. Whoa, what is that Barstow doing? Oh, that's the Corvette. Man, I'm really blind. The third heat now. I'm actually going to talk closer to my tablet to probably get better microphone quality because I sound like I'm speaking underwater and I don't like that. So anyways, 3, 2, 1. And they're off, the final 5. Burnside in the lead. Grand Marshal actually passes him for a decent amount, actually. Oh, but the Burnside's back at his passing things, and he passes the Grand Marshal. He shoves the Corvette in. Corvette is just chilling in second right now. Those two, the American guys, are slow and like really slow. I mean, these are all American cars. This is the last or only JDM car in this race, I'm pretty sure. They were all, no, wait, there was the Miramar. I'm really an idiot. Okay, here comes the Burnside finishing his first lap in the Corvette, Grand Marshal, Barstow, and the Legrand, who's currently in last and is at high risk of being eliminated. Here comes the Burnside. Still, great car. Don't know why it's so fast, but it is. Oh, and the Corvette is spinning, and that gives the Grand Marshal the pass. Wow, that is insane. Grand Marshal now in the lead. Not in the lead, in second. Here goes the Burnside, Grand Marshal, Corvette, and oh, when did the Legrand pass the Barstow? That means that the Gavril-Barstow Awful is the fourth car eliminated. Here's one last look at the Awful. That was unexpected. Good job to the Legrand for making it into the Final Four. The Corvette, Grand Marshal, and Burnside are just extremely fast for some reason. Time for the next heat. I'm probably gonna mute the game from now on to get better audio quality. Because, man, it sucks. Time for the third heat. I've muted the game audio, so hopefully that makes my voice clearer. I also have my face close to the tablet to make it better. So, the qualifying is the same, just no Barstow. 3, 2, 1. And there they go. Burnside way in the lead. Oh, and the Grand Marshal passes. But, like usual, these guys start fighting at the first or second turn. I don't know. I'm going to do it the normal way, not NASCAR way. First turn. And here goes this Burnside in first again. He's at the highest chance of winning. The Legrand is at the highest risk of losing. Here comes the Corvette trying to pass the Grand Marshal, but he's just blocking over and over again, just blocking the poor little car. Still probably going to make it into the Final Three unless he screws up and this guy somehow passes. Oh, and I was almost right about him screwing up. I think there's smoke coming from the Burnside. Okay. I mean, it's only a 2-lap race, so it's not really anything that bad. Once I do something like dragsters or something, it will be way more competitive. Or like service vehicles where there's more variety. But that would just be exactly copying Buster Bootlace, so I don't want to like copy him. This is more of a revival series. So, Burnside, first place again. Grand Marshal, Corvette, which means that the Legrand is eliminated. I expected this a lot. Here's one last look at that old grandpa car. Minor damage since, well, there's only 4 cars. They're not really hitting each other. So yeah, last look at the grandpa car. And soon you'll understand why I'm doing the last look. I guess, yeah. Right, time for the next heat. Sorry that I've been forgetting to hide the UI. Okay. Gonna hide it now. Boop. 3, 2, 1. Here they go. Grand Marshal gets a slower start. Can it still pass the Burnside? Yeah, it can, but the Burnside fighting back like usual. A little bit of contact from the two. Look at that thing go. This is going to be a very expected race. Burnside has the highest chance of winning. Here goes the Corvette. Somehow made it into the top 3, which really isn't that bad. Here goes good old Burnside. Yeah, I don't think anything's able to beat this guy. I don't know why he's so fast. And here goes the Grand Marshal and that little poor Corvette for the second lap. Unless this guy like screws up really bad, there's no chance anybody's passing him. So here they go. There's the final stretch or whatever. Very, very expected. But how about the final two? I'll line them up a bit more differently because, well, final two. Yeah, Burnside and Grand Marshal move on. Wow, what a shocker. Goodbye, Covette. And here is one last look at the Civic knockoff. I mean, Covette really didn't take much damage except for like the few dents from the jumps, just like the past few cars. Anyways, time for the final heat. Grand Marshal Miserable versus the Burnside, what was it, Stunned. Yeah, all right, time for the next heat. This is it, the final heat. The Burnside Special Stunned up against the Gavril Grand Marshal Miserable. One last look at these two beautiful cars. Well, not exactly beautiful. These things are ugly as hell. But they work. And that's really the only point of a banger car. These things have gone through so much. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Just a second. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Burnside gets the early start, but can the Grand Marshals pass him? And it looks like he can, but they're fighting again. Great. Burnside's winning, which is very expected since this thing has been in the lead since the second heat, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Didn't expect the Burnside to win. That new remaster, very good for it. I don't know about the Miramar, that remaster sucked for him. This is only the first lap, though. Anything could go wrong, which I don't think is going to happen, because this guy's barely screwed up. He's barely taken any damage throughout the entire thing. And there goes the Crown Vic looking thing, Grand Marshal. Burnside way in the lead, like usual. Here it goes for the jump. Wow. Look at that. No audio, so like the silent moments are extra silent unless if it somehow, yeah, puts audio in still even when I have the volume down. And first place and last. Wow. All right, here is one last look at the Grand Marshal. He did pretty good. And now, one last look at the Burnside. Well, not one last look. He has advanced to the finals. So welcome, Burnside Special Stunned. You are now a finalist in the 64 car BeamNG Figure-8 tournament.